Hi YouTube! In this video I want to show you my very first 4G LTE phone from China, which I just received from the Efox-shop.com. This baby is called the Kingzone N3. When you order it, it comes with, well, I really don't know. Why is that? That's because this phone I'm holding in my hands right here is a factory sample. So all I got was the phone and the battery, and that's it. But I'm pretty sure once the final version is available, you will definitely get a wall charger, a USB cable, and maybe even some other goodies like a second battery, a USB on the go cable, or headphones. I really don't know. Time will tell. This phone has a 5-inch capacitive 5-point multi-touch screen with a 720 by 1280 HD pixel resolution. It is an IPS display, it looks like a one-glass solution, and it's also supposed to have a Gorilla Glass. It has the MTK6582 Quad-Core CPU inside, which is clocked at 1.3 GHz, plus it also has a 6290 for the LTE. It has 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory, and it also supports TF cards up to 64 GB according to Kingzone. It runs on Android 4.4.2 KitKat. It is a Quadband, it is totally unlocked, it supports 3G, and one of the highlights of course is that it supports 4G. Now unfortunately I don't get a 4G reception here at home, but I did a little driving and I did get a 4G connection, so I'm pretty sure it works. It has a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, a GPS, a G sensor, a proximity sensor, a light sensor, a magnetic field sensor, and it also has a multicolor notification LED which supports all sorts of colors, even mixed colors. It supports NFC, it supports USB on the go, and it also has some sort of on-screen gestures. And last but not least, it also has a fingerprint scanner. It has two cameras, one main camera with a 13 megapixel output, autofocus, and LED flash, and it's a f2.2, and one front-facing camera with an 8 megapixel output, f2.8. And the phone I'm holding in my hand right here is a factory sample, and the phone is a single SIM phone only, but, and this is a big but, Kingzone has promised to release this phone as a dual SIM, dual standby phone. So we can just hope and wait and see if that will actually happen. Let's take a closer look at the device. You have your front-facing camera, your proximity and light sensor right here, and this is your multicolor notification LED. I don't know if you can see that. The home, back and menu buttons are soft touch buttons and they light up nicely in a very cool red color. We have nothing on the bottom. On the left side we have a volume rocker. On the top you have your USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right side you have your power button, and on the back you have your main camera, your LED flash, a fingerprint scanner right here. Speakers are right there, and if I can get this open for you, I can show you that my factory sample only takes one SIM card. This is where your TF card goes, and this battery is supposed to have a 2800 milliamps capacity, but according to my humble opinion, I'm guessing that this battery has a maximum capacity of 2000 to 2200 milliamps. And as you can see on the back, this is your NFC antenna right here. Some thoughts about this device? Well, I'll tell you later. Like always, I installed additional apps and games for demonstration purposes. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment sections below. Please stay tuned to find out more about this phone. Thank you so much for watching. The stock launcher runs quite smoothly, and it also comes with the cheap weather app, which everyone loves. Of course, you can change the layout. For example, you can add your widgets, which can be found right here. But let's start by going into the settings. Let's check out about the phone. As you can see, it is running on Android 4.4.2 KitKat. Back into the settings. Let's start with the screen gestures. Now you can double tap to wake the screen. Let's just give this a try. Let me double tap, and it should wake up the screen, and it's working. and it also supports all sorts of gestures. For example, you can draw a C to start the camera, or you can define all sorts of gestures for a different app. Let's also give this a try. Let's draw a C and it should start the camera. There you have it, it's working. Back into the settings. Next up we have the fingerprint scanner. Now you can define up to 3 fingerprints if I'm not mistaken. You can use the fingerprint scanner to lock your phone, but you can also lock all sorts of apps. Let me just try to demonstrate it right here. Sorry, try again. Now it was recognized, and as you can see, you can lock any kind of app that you have installed on your phone, which is a very nice security feature. Let's check out the language and input. Let's see which languages are supported. Feel free to pause anytime to see if your language is also supported. Back into the settings. Next up, I can show you the storage structure of this phone. There you have it. You have an internal memory of about 2.5 GB, an additional 3.76 GB, and this is my TF card. And one more interesting thing I can show you are the display settings. In the display settings we find some S-View cover settings, so I'm guessing that Kingzone will release a smart cover for this phone. Next up, let me go into the engineer mode for you. Let's check out the band mode, SIM 1. Now as you can see, this is a quad band. Those are your 3G frequencies, and here are your LTE bands. And as you can see, it supports band 1, 3, 7 and also band 20. So if you want to know if 4G is working for you, you should check with your service provider to see if your 4G frequency is supported. I can also show you that this phone supports a GPS right here. Next up, let's try out some Google apps. Now the Google apps all work by default. You have nothing to worry about. They all come pre-installed, or you can download them from the Play Store. And this phone has absolutely no Chinese bloatware, which is very nice. Let's try out YouTube. I have to turn down the volume for legal reasons. Let's just play a random video right here. Starting already. We can change the position. Of course, we can also watch in full screen. Looks very nice. It has very good viewing angles. So YouTube is working smoothly. Let's try out Google Maps. It located me right away. I can do some zooming, and let's check out the Street View. Street View is working fine. And I can also switch into the compass mode to show you that this phone actually has a magnetic field sensor built in. So Google Maps is working fine. Let's check out some more details about this phone with CPU Z. As you can see, it has 4 cores and it has a Mali 400MP GPU. Those are some system informations. And here are all the sensors, and as you can see, it has a G sensor, also known as the accelerometer, proximity sensor and a light sensor, and this is your magnetic field sensor. Now let's check out some benchmarks. Let's start with Antutu. It scores at 17,578 points, which is a very good value for this kind of CPU. Now here are some details. I can also show you some device information right here. Again, those are the supported sensors on this phone. Let's do more benchmarks, but let's kill some apps first. Let's start with Nina Mark II. Let's give it a run. And to make this a little faster, I'm gonna do a jump cut. Almost done. And it scores at 54.9 frames per second. Next up, let's try Quadron Standard. Okay, run full benchmark. And again, I'm gonna do a jump cut. And the score is 6,270 points. What else can I show you right here? I can demonstrate the multi-touch. As you can see, it's a 5-point multi-touch. Let's check out the gallery. Where do I have some pictures? We have some wallpapers right here. Flicking through the pictures is very fast. Of course, we can also watch in full screen. Do a little zooming. And I don't know if you can see this, but the colors are really nice on this phone. Let's check out a video. I'm gonna use my standard 1080p video right here. Let me just fast forward a little. And again, very nice viewing angles, but I'm gonna show you that later in the video again. What else can I show you? I can start the camera real fast. Let's see if I can get a decent picture. Let's check out the picture. Now it looks okay, I guess. Nothing to get excited about, as I mentioned already. What else can I test? We can test the NFC, so I have an NFC tag right here. And it read the NFC tag. It says hello YouTube, so NFC is working. And we can also test the USB on the go. Let me just hook up my USB thumb drive right here. Should be mounting, and yes, it mounted. So there is my external USB thumb drive. Do I have something I can show you right here? Let's just load a random picture. Let's open it with the gallery just once. There you have it. Thumb drive is working fine. And of course we can also test the browser. Let me go into my bookmarks. Let's just load BBC. It's working fine, it's loading fast. Let's do a little zooming. Zooming is not a problem at all. The rotation speed is also very nice. So browsing is a lot of fun with this device, I guess. And what else do we have here? I guess last but not least, I'm gonna show you some gaming and the viewing angles of this device. And of course, I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking about it. Thank you so much again for watching and have a good day. So here are my thoughts about this device. The build quality is good. I could even say it is very good in this price range. The display is also very nice. The Wi-Fi reception is definitely above average. The GPS reception is surprisingly good. The fingerprint scanner is working, but it needs a little practice. The main camera takes decent pictures, but there's nothing to get too excited about. I will definitely post some pictures on my blog, so make sure to check that out. The LED flash is really bad. The battery should last you through a day, but not much longer. A gyroscope sensor maybe would have been nice, but I guess you can't have it all for this kind of money. Bottom line, this is definitely not a high-end phone, but I really think for about $150 you really get a lot for your money. 720 by 1280 HD pixel resolution. It is a